So a question that I've been seeing all over the place is basically, should you actually go ahead and have your PlayStation 5 vertically or should you have it horizontally? Now, I will tell you, this is a very funny thing because Sony actually doesn't really mind whichever way you put your PlayStation 5 at. There isn't really a correct way of setting up your console. However, there are some things you should probably keep in mind when actually configuring up your console and setting it up that you might want to just keep in the back of your head, because if you actually don't follow certain things that Sony kind of recommends you to do, you can cause scratches on your console. But a majority of the time, no matter what you're going to do, you're going to be basically fine whether you have it vertically or horizontally. So I just want to get that out of the way. Now, the one advantage I would say of having it vertically, like standing up like that, is that you are able to go ahead and basically, take up, I would say, less space throughout your whole entire drawer or your desk, whatever you have. And I've seen some people kind of put their PS5 towards the floor area, and they would basically just lean it against a desk thing, and it takes up less space, which is nice. If you have it horizontally, there's more surface area you can step on or something. However, having it horizontally does help out a lot if you're putting it into a little cabinet, or you're putting it under your TV or your monitor. So those are just kind of aesthetic things. Other than that, you're getting the same type of feature set and same type of capability. Now, one thing I have seen some people do is basically with the stand or lack thereof. I've seen a lot of people just have their PlayStation 5 just sitting there without a stand. My personal PS5, I do this. But it's because I'm not really super keen of keeping it in the best quality. I just kind of use it for videos and that's kind of it. So if you're somebody who plans on keeping your PS5 in pristine condition, maybe you want to resell it in the future, getting a stand for your PlayStation 5 is such an important thing. It's not even funny. If you have the ability to, grabbing a stand there, you can get them on very cheap online. You can attach the stand to the bottom of your PS5 if you want it vertically, or you can also attach it to the bottom, portion of your PlayStation 5, on the side. And if you want to set it horizontally that way, you can as well. The last thing you want to do is scratch the bottom portion of your PS5 or scratch the side casing of your PS5, because it can damage the sides, but it is removable. So you can always remove the sides and remove the plastics on the sides, and you should be okay there too. It's not really that big of a deal. But there were reports early on this year, this is crazy, that apparently if you set up your PlayStation 5 standing, so it's vertical, that it could actually cause some problems apparently with the liquid metal cooling system inside or whatever. I will tell you though, that's probably not true. Sony has put so much time and effort and money into making these PS5s as great of a quality as they can and making sure that those types of issues probably aren't going to arise. Now, things like this can happen. We've seen Sony with the yellow light of death. We've seen Microsoft with the red ring of death. We've probably seen some other consoles too here and there, even the joystick drift issues. None of these consoles are perfect, but I will tell you, it's still a very important thing to keep in mind that you keep your console in the best quality and making sure there's not a lot of dust in your room, making sure that, there's a lot of room around your console to breathe. Things like that will help this console out tremendously. One other thing too is if you're going to have your console vertical, you don't want to put your PS5 in a spot where you can go and knock it over, or that if it's on a huge desk, if it's right on the side, if you hit it against something it's gonna fall. I've seen so many people break their consoles like that. It's not even funny. Not even consoles, just PCs and Macs and so many things. So the last thing you want to do is be in a situation like that. So what I would recommend doing there is just going through, again, setting up your PS5 horizontally if you're in that spot. And that's probably the best thing to do. I think horizontal PS5, setup is probably my ideal situation. However, if you would rather have it vertically because it aesthetically looks better, hey, you have that option too. So that pretty much covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.